Well, because we had that live to tape feel, did you try to stop from cracking up, or did you have did you bite your lip, or did you just kind of go with the flow? How did you do it yourself?
Well, when I was young, I was too mortified, and we talked about that. I just didn't feel like I had really earned the privilege to do that. So I would keep it together because I didn't feel it was my place, and I was really not even sure what they were doing. I was still learning. So it took me well into that run to embrace the go ahead and have fun with it concept.
Tell me about the sketch you did, the Mama sketch, where you were, basically you and Tim Conway, you were bleeped. What was that about?
What, are you talking about the famous blooper?
Yes, I think so.
Which has had a life of its own, the famous. It was Dick Clark's favorite blooper for years and years and years, and I've said to the kids, you guys, I should have started the college fund with the money from that blooper, because he just plays it over, and he played it over and over and over for years. It was really the first time that Mama spoke out, I believe, and it unleashed a monster, God knows, but when we would do our afternoon show, the dress rehearsal, mm-hmm. And in between shows, you'd have time to get touched up, get a little snack if you needed it, and get notes from the director. So Dave Powers, our director, he would come by the dressing room somewhere during that hour and say, we're changing your mark in the dance number. We are cutting this line in this sketch. I need you to look directly into camera one on this, so you'd get your notes. Right. On this particular night, the night that we did that particular sketch, he knocked on my door. He said, I have only one note. The elephant story will be different, and good luck. And now, by now, I am married to Al. He's the makeup man on the show. I said, damn it, how does Tim get away with this stuff? And Al looked at me and he said, get him. So I don't know. I don't know if it's Tim's fault. Maybe it's Al's fault that monster was unleashed. Anyway, we get to that taping. And Carol, when Mickey Hart was a character in the family. He was Harvey's partner at the hardware store. And when Mickey Hart got written into the sketches, Carol, knowing Tim and knowing what a little troublemaker he was, took us aside and said, listen, I feel very strongly about these characters. I do not want to break the fourth wall. We have got to stay disciplined. I really, really feel strongly about this. Well, so who loses it? Who loses it during the dress rehearsal and is in my face with tears coming down her eyes trying to stifle her laughter? And it's, the whole concept is we're playing password. And she keeps putting the thing under my nose going, go ahead, Mama, go ahead. And she's a mess. So I get the note during the break that the elephant story is going to be different and good luck. And Al says, get him. Well, we got to that same spot, and indeed, the elephant story was much longer and more convoluted, and Carol loses it again. And I'm just like, really, Carol? Really? You're the one who said. And she's in my face, and she's going, go ahead, Mama, go ahead, Mama. So I decided to get Tim, and I said, are you sure that little asshole's finished? And for those people who do remember that sketch, Tim went off one end of the sofa. It was the last season. It's Dick Van Dyke that went off the end of the other end of the sofa. I think the cameras were jiggling. And I think everybody was just, I don't know if they were relieved that Vicki had finally cut loose or, yeah.
So did that air in a bleeped format?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember.
I thought that maybe it did, but...
I don't remember.
But it's had a life on its own, certainly in the Blooper show.
It has had a total life of its own.